Hello again, doll family. It's Barbie time. So here I was, as I'm sure you know, I've been organizing my shelves and making things fit, and I started unboxing. So I unboxed Christy and I unboxed Winter Barbie. That was a horrible box. I undid my bride dream wedding. She was gorgeous in this winter fantasy. That's about it, I think. This one was awful. Her dress was terrible. Anyway, the point I'm doing is those were not spectacular to open on their own for visuals, but I just started to open this one and I was like, you know what, let me share this one. She's a neat doll and got a neat story, so let's get to it and talk about that. I remember seeing her at the store at the time. So this was 20 years ago. I was like 22, 23. And, you know, I was on my own in the apartment and all that stuff. And I didn't always have a lot of money to spare. So I had to be very picky and choosy about what I liked and why I liked it and what I could get. I just couldn't get everything, you know. Times are better now, of course, when you get older. And you build up. And I fell in love with her. And she was so cute and so original. It's Becky, the School Photographer. It's an international box. This was gotten in Canada. She was a gift to me. Even then, I'm debating whether I want to tell this whole story. Even then, when people said, for whatever reason, I want to get you a gift, even then I was like, I want a doll. I said, I'd seen her and I didn't have the money for her. And there was something about her white teeth with her red lips and the strawberry blonde hair. And of course, the wheelchair was so original and it stood out to me. Now, since or before, they had a pinky version, and I didn't know that then. And it was that it looked so realistic. It wasn't Barbified. And that's what I loved about it. And it's kind of why I've always wanted her out of the box, so that I could get the pink away from it. Much as like Barbie, I don't like the pink. So let's get her out of the box, and then we'll talk about her a little more. There is so much to say about her. Here's a book. Open that up for anybody who's interested. You can pause it and read it if you like. It's got multiple languages. Interesting to open these retros and see what was popular then. These booklets were always so fun. That is so cute. They don't really do that like they did. Ooh, Kings and Queens. I wonder if her hair is all attached or if it's all one piece. Makes you wonder. Very, very neat to see the old ones. I don't think I was into any of these at all. Okay, so my candid honesty is I pride myself in it. I had to laugh because it was only, wait, let me stop. I want to know what plastics they use, because I put some on the hair, braided some of the Monster High dolls, and they've disintegrated within a year. Not the ones for the bracelets, but the ones that I've gotten out of the Monster. No, they were hair accessories for humans, and they've disintegrated. This just broke because I put pressure on it. This one's still on. It's not even broken. So for one, I want to know what do they use that makes that last so long? I'd love to get some for hairstyles and ponytails and things. Secondly, what's interesting, I realized the old-fashioned way, they had these twisties on them all. I don't like them. They're a pain in the butt. And they make me scared. If I miss one, I can't pull, and then it pulls on it, and I thought I was going to break the chair itself. So it's just some observations as I try to get her out. For the reason being is I had to laugh at myself, because my candid honesty is this, even if I sound foolish. I never as well realized that the reason I liked her, because she was different, not only that I was proud of Mattel for, at that time, all I knew doing a disabled person with a wheelchair. I was fascinated by that and all the colors I told you. It did not hit me until last night that we got another one. It did not hit me until last night that she's an articulated doll. I swear to you. She was sitting and it just didn't click. I'm putting the box up there and I'm moving stuff and I'm like, oh, she just doesn't fit because she had a shorter box. And lo and behold, she is an articulated doll in all ways. Yeah, that's Becky. What a dope I am in terms of that. Yeah, So I am kind of baffled and laughing at myself, trying to hold back from really blasting your ears out. So she is just neat, and I did not open this yet, but you could tell there was going to be something really, really good in there for a yearbook. Let me not rip this. And it was going to be more than just cardboard. Oh, I've never seen it. Look at that. Well, I guess Panda likes it too. Not really. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? I don't know what that means. What a nice touch. So see the yearbook photographer? And that is a nice detail. Good, I'm going to keep that next to her. So I guess I'm going to tell this story. This person would never see me on here or know, and is not identified. So it was a friend of mine who I knew since she was a young girl, preteen, and we grew up together, hung out, and blah, blah, blah. And she couldn't read very well, and nobody knew that besides her family and close friends. And you know, she tried and worked hard at that, and later in life, as she got a little older, so I was working the bar scene, and I knew that about her, and she needed a job, so we didn't tell anybody. And between what she could write and phonetically write down in her notes when people ordered drinks, anyway, I taught her how to bartend and serve, and nobody knew she couldn't read. I showed her where the buttons were when people weren't looking, and she had a memorization skill to figure it out. And never have I told people that, because that was personal, and when I lived there they would know that. But for that, she wanted to get me something special for my birthday, I think it was, and she appreciated what I had done and kept her secret, and helped her. I mean, I was pretty happy to have helped the girl find a living and something she could do until, so she could make some money for her family. And so she's like, I want to get you something special for your birthday. And I was like, I want this handicapped Barbie. And she's like, you're kidding. I'm like, what do you mean? And please, I hope nobody takes insult to that. The reason I described it that way, I said, you're not going to believe this. You can't miss it. Well, because she said, Wendy, you have so many Barbies. How am I going to know which one it is? I said, you cannot miss her. She is literally in a wheelchair. She is the coolest thing. And you can't miss her. And lo and behold, she didn't. And that's how I ended up with this doll. So that's got a really cool story. And that's my favorite part of my collection, and what I always tell people, get what you like and what you love, because I have that whole story wrapped up in this one doll, and it all has meaning. It's not just something I bought. Not that I'm knocking people who just buy and put them on shelf. That's okay too. Just for me, the variations, they're personal, and I like that addition. Okay, so you've had a good look at her. She moves around. She bends. She's got a belt. Jeans. Too cute. The sneakers are even cute. Panda's getting louder as we're moving on. I think the wheelchair is quite phenomenal as well. Kind of neat that we in Monster High have one. I thought I would compare that and show like how I loved Finnegan for the same reason. And they will both really work very, very good and neat. I mean, it's almost similar in terms of the back bag, and it works good. Like I said, there was a pinky one, and there was a paraplegic. I was just looking this up on eBay to see prices. These range about $30, $30 to $50 in box. I don't care. I open box for what I want when I want. Not always, but this one is finally wonderful to have out of her box. Who has her? That's always the main question. Look at this. This is so good. The flannel. This one reminds me of Grace. So she is wonderful to have out. Gonna be easier to fit on the shelf now. Gonna keep all her accessories with her. Do you like her? Have you seen her? Did you ever see her in the stores? Because I was in a different country then, so I don't know if these were really, her ankles don't move. That's okay. So there we go. I hope you got a good laugh. I don't know if America had this one. I would assume they did. But I hope you've enjoyed this Barbie time. with Miss Becky, the school photographer. See you next time.